Donald Trump is having what I would call a very normal Sunday. And in fact, I would say that it's so normal that he decided to post, "I hate Taylor Swift," on social media days after her endorsement of Harris. This is from The Hill. So this was just today. This comes after Taylor Swift endorsed Harris, praised Walz. She endorsed Biden in 2020. And it's definitely a step up in terms of the anger from Trump compared to what he said on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, Trump brushed off Swift's endorsement of Harris in an interview on Fox and Friends. He said, quote, "I am not a Taylor Swift fan. It was just a question of time. She couldn't possibly endorse Biden, but she's a very liberal person. I think she still would have endorsed Biden anyhow if he were still the nominee. I think plenty of people still would. I think Biden would just have a harder time winning the election, and people would endorse him with less of a smile on their face because they're really concerned about him. She seems to always endorse a Democrat, and she'll pay a price for it in the marketplace." Ooh, got him. Yeah, I'm sure she will. I'm sure the market did notoriously well under Trump, in 2020 when there was a new Great Depression and a recession, and the market is doing famously poor right now. I'm sure that the economy is going to tank and she's going to go broke because she endorsed Kamala Harris. So, you can't take it too seriously. He's just saying, "I hate Taylor Swift." Like, whatever, he's entitled to his opinion. It's just so funny and, yeah, kind of sad that he posts this. Could you imagine, 20 years ago, for all the flack that he gets, President George W. Bush giving a speech and saying, "I hate insert celebrity X that endorsed John Kerry"? He would never do that. Barack Obama would never do that. Joe Biden would never do that. Mitt Romney would never do that. Bill Clinton would never do that. And some people might praise Trump for his honesty because, let's face it, those other guys that I mentioned, they probably do all have some people that they hate. They probably have some celebrities that they just love to beef with, but they don't do that because there's this thing called professionalism that those guys tend to have, at least in the way that they carry themselves, the way that they speak. And it's something that Donald Trump rarely tends to exhibit. Another point, this is the guy that an entire movement of people thinks is like the definition of an alpha male. They'll point to stuff like him shaking his fist and yelling "fight, fight, fight" after the assassination attempt. And sure, that was brave of him to get back up and do that, but come on. A confident man, a centered man, a strong man does not go on their Truth Social site or whatever and post, "I hate someone because they didn't endorse me and because they endorsed my opponent." He is so butthurt and so entitled to her support. I talked in one of my most recent videos, Trump supporters have Taylor Swift derangement syndrome, about how there were these AI memes about Taylor Swift coming out and endorsing Trump. They were trying to put some writing on the wall, and they completely and utterly failed. What an entitled brat! Holy cow! And this is the oldest presidential nominee in history. You would think that they would be the most mature, the most wise, the most sophisticated, because with age comes wisdom, with age comes maturity and temperament, right? No, we get this instead from the oldest nominee in history. "I hate Taylor Swift because she endorsed my opponent." And then, of course, we have to talk about what this generally shows as a trend, and that trend is that things aren't going well for the guy in this election. Obviously, this shows his instability generally, but if he were actually doing well in the polls, if he were feeling good about his chances, if he were feeling good about his debate performance back on Tuesday, he might not feel so rattled as to go out and say something like this. Remember how after Biden had that disastrous debate performance on June 27th and got utterly humiliated, Trump actually kept a really low profile. He wasn't really out there saying anything super outrageous. Like, he was like, yeah, let the Democrats sort things out with this guy who struggles to put a sentence together. So he felt really comfortable. He felt so comfortable that he picked J.D. Vance to be his running mate. And now he's uncomfortable. So he needs to resort to acting like a teenager on his social media and posting, "I hate Taylor Swift," because he feels entitled to her endorsement. He's going to be really mad when Kamala Harris beats him in this election. He's going to be really mad. And I think we can see even more unhinged Truth Social posts after this. But yeah, I can assure you that Taylor Swift does not care that Donald Trump hates her. She would probably find this very funny. I admit that I would find it very funny if he saw this video and tweeted, "I hate Morris." But yeah, pretty entertaining stuff, actually. Sad in a sense to see how far the presidency has fallen, but you know, you can't help but laugh in a sense. So if you found this video interesting, helpful, insightful, or funny, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe to this channel. I really want to grow this channel. Let's make it happen. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next video.